So far you already understand and you already learned few sketch based feature tool. So from this lesson I will work with few applied based feature. The most commonly used applied based feature is the fillet. You can get that fillet from this feature tab from here. The important thing with this applied based feature is you do not need any sketch to apply this feature. When I activate this tool, you can see there are lots of options is going on here. I will not discuss all this thing. I will discuss just only basic fillet. And before I do anything, at the bottom you can see on the top there are two options here. One is manual, another is fillet expert. This fillet expert is fairly advanced topics. I will discuss this later. I will discuss this manual. So under this manual there are 4 types of fillet you can use. One is constant, variable size, face fillet, full round fillet. If you work with machine design, then you need the first one and the last one. And if you work with more complex shape, like you have to make any plastic part or any consumable item which will be very complex shape, then in that case you have to use this variable size and face fillet. In this lesson I will discuss only this constant size and this full round fillet. Constant size already selected. In the next category, items to fillet, so which item I want to fillet, I have to mention that thing. When I hover over this blue box, at the time you can see it says there pop-up menu opened and it says edges, faces, features and loops, or combination of this thing you can select and you can apply the fillet on that item. So first I will select the edge. I can select this edge or this edge, and in the next option I have to mention the fillet parameter. If I use 20 mm, you can see update previews. If I want to apply 10 mm, you can see this is the update. By this way you can add this fillet. I can select 2 more edges, and when everything is done I will press OK. So by this way you can use the fillet, or if I want to delete any edge, I just have to select any edge and just delete, or if I want to delete all edges, just right click and clear selection. And I can select not only the edge, I can select the face. If I select this face, every edge connected with this surface will be selected. That means these 4 edges and this inside edge. When I press OK, at the time you can see we can add this fillet by using this face. I can delete this thing, and if I want I can use multi-radius. Before I do that I will select this, and if I want a multi-radius I have to select this multi-radius fillet, and then I can change the radius for a particular edge. Suppose if I want this edge to be 20, and if I press OK, you can see this 3 side will be 10 mm and this size is 20 mm. So by this way you can also use this fillet. Now I will delete this fillet. I will add fillet in another way. Suppose this is constant, I have to select the edge. I will select this edge, this edge and this edge. I need to select this edge. I can select this edge. By this way, if you are new, so it will be tough for you to select by this way, so you can change this to hidden lines visible. By this way you can select this line. After selecting this thing, I will move to shaded with edges. After selecting all these 4 edges, I will press OK. Again I will apply the fillet. At the time you can see when I will select only this edge, it selects all the edges around the surface. Why? Now this tangent propagation activated. This tangent propagation will be activated all time. If you don't want this tangent propagation, you have to just uncheck this tangent propagation, then it will select only this edge. If I select this tangent propagation, it will select, if you select only one edge, everything tangent with this edge will be selected automatically. So by this way you can use this fillet. In your complex shape you can add more complex fillet. I will discuss another fillet that is called full round fillet. When I select this full round fillet, it says I have to select 3 more faces. So first I will select this face, second I will select this face, third I will select this face. When I select these three faces, you can see these three faces will be blend together nicely, and this is the preview. When I press OK, you can see I can use this fillet by using this full round fillet. I will give you another example because so that you will understand why you have to use this full round fillet. I will open 10B, this file. In this file, when I activate this full round fillet, I do not need to select just only one face, one face, one face. I can select multi-face if I want. Suppose for this side, if I select this as, this as, this as, and this as, not as, all are surface, this four surface, then I will select this surface. This is just only one surface, and for the inside, I can select one by one, or if I press right click and select tangents. When I select tangency, it will select all the surface which will tangent with each other. And now when I zoom this thing, you can see this is the preview. These three surfaces will be blended together very easily. When I press OK, you can understand in real world, in this type of shape, you can use this full round fillet.